Hello friends, I'm George, the nice medic gentleman. Today's video is going to be for the people out there who love a leather note in their fragrance. I'm going to show you a budget-friendly option from the house of Lattafa, which is called Velvet Oud. A quick look at the presentation of this fragrance. The Velvet Oud comes packaged in this very classy looking cylindrical shaped box. On the top you got the Lattafa logo engraved, on the front you got the Velvet Oud and Lattafa written in sort of a fake leather patch. On the back there's a Lattafa sticker of authenticity, on the bottom some legal information. You open up the box like this, and inside sits the actual fragrance, and this is how the bottle looks. It kind of has this sort of an Arabic or Middle Eastern vibe to it, the way that the bottle looks. The quality feels nice, enough heft to it, a nice heavy cap, and the sprayer without the cap. The bottle to me looks a little bit kind of funky because the sprayer looks like it's tiny compared to the whole bottle, but that's how the actual packaging looks. In my opinion, it's quite an interesting and classy looking packaging for this fragrance, the Velvet Oud. Alright, time to show you the sprayer in action, and then I'll talk about the actual scent profile of this fragrance. As you can see, the sprayer is quite good, puts on white type of spray. And now, about the actual scent of this fragrance. Now, this fragrance, to my nose, is a sort of a mix between Tom Ford Ombre Leather and Tom Ford Tuscan Leather. And what I mean by that is the fact that in the opening, this is definitely, to my nose, closer to Tom Ford Tuscan Leather. I get that pretty similar raspberry note in the opening of the Velvet Oud, just like I get with the Tom Ford Tuscan Leather. A slight touch of incense, a smoky vibe in the opening in here as well. And then on the dry down, to my nose, this fragrance gets closer to Ombre Leather. You get that leather note which is very dominant on the dry down of the Lattafa's Velvet Oud. You definitely still get a bit of that smoky vibe. You start to get a bit of a sweetness from an amber note in here, and also there's definitely an oud note, like the name would suggest, you know, Velvet Oud. Also, I've never seen this note mentioned anywhere, but I also pick up a sort of a slight rose note in this fragrance as well. So, just to sum it up, in the opening you get that fruity, smoky opening from Tom Ford Tuscan Leather, and then on the dry down you get that slightly smoky, slightly ambery, sweet and leather dry down of Tom Ford Ombre Leather. Now, talking about the performances of this fragrance, it's definitely not a beast mode performing fragrance, but also I can definitely say that this is a strong performing fragrance. I usually get between 8 to 9 hours out of this fragrance, and the projection is also quite strong in the first about 2 hours. Price wise, if you look around for a deal on this fragrance, you'll probably be able to find it quite cheap. It usually goes for somewhere of around $20–25. In Europe, that's about 20 euros or so. As you can see, the presentation of this fragrance is quite nice. The scent profile is quite close to Tom Ford's Tuscan Leather and Ombre Leather, and the performance is quite good. Now, as far as who can wear this, it's marketed as a unisex fragrance, and to my nose, I think this leans a little bit more to the feminine side, but there are definitely men who can rock this fragrance for sure as well, but I would say it slightly leans more towards the feminine side. Versatility wise, or more like times we can wear this one, I think it's more of a cold weather type of scent. Maybe not strictly a winter scent, but the temperatures outside should definitely drop a little bit, so like mid to late fall and early spring. So all in all, just to sum things up, who is this for? If you like leather fragrances or leather notes, strong leather notes in your fragrances, then I think you definitely need to check this one out if you have not already done that. Also, if you like already fragrances like Tom Ford Ombre Leather and Tom Ford Tuscan Leather, and you want a cheap alternative to those fragrances, something to daily drive, again, I think the Lattafa Velvet Oud is a good choice, or a fragrance that you need to check this one out as well. If you're not too much into leather fragrances, then I would probably not bother with this fragrance unless you can find a really good deal on this one, so that you can check it out for low cost or dirty cheap. I'm personally not the biggest fan of this fragrance because I think that the whole scent profile, as I said, leans a bit towards on the feminine side. But I cannot argue with the fact that this fragrance is actually a pretty good deal. You know, price-wise, it's low. It comes packaged in a very interesting sort of luxurious or classy type of packaging, and it has the performance as well. So guys, in today's video I showed you the Lattafa Velvet Oud, an interesting budget-friendly option from Lattafa for the people out there who love a leather note in their fragrance. I hope that you found this video interesting. If you did, give it a like, subscribe to my channel, stay safe, and I'm gonna see you in my next video. Bye bye.